The member from London West.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Premier.
I thank the members for their advice. I'll take care of the House.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Speaker, experts and community leaders are sounding the alarm that recent changes to the Partner Assault Response Program made without any meaningful consultation are putting women and children at risk. These changes run counter to the 2009 report of the Domestic Violence Advisory Council, which recommended that PAR be strengthened, not watered down. Will the Premier stop ignoring the advice of experts and community leaders? Will she place a moratorium on any further cuts to PAR and instead start listening to the voices of survivors, PAR providers, community service agencies and criminal justice professionals in reviewing the PAR program?
Question. Thank you. Premier.
General.
The Attorney General.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First of all, let me say that the funding for the program has not been changed and it has not been reduced. Our government is really determined to address seriously the domestic violence. And the Partner Response Program is one part of our response to domestic violence. It provides court-mandated group education and counseling service for domestic violence offender. What has changed, Mr. Speaker, is that now it's 12 session. It's a 12-session model, allows the program to serve an additional 2,200 offenders per year, which is an increase in program capacity of more than 22%. And this amendment has been done after wide consultation, Mr. Speaker.
Answer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Speaker, the 2009 report of the Domestic Violence Advisory Council, which I mentioned earlier, also recommends that PAR include differentiated responses to intervention instead of a one-size-fits-all. This would help screen out violent offenders who shouldn't be in the program, and it would also provide access to abusers who voluntarily want to change. Why did the government choose to completely ignore the advice that was received in 2009 from experts and community leaders about ensuring that PAR would be an essential part of a coordinated and integrated response to violence against women?
Thank you, Attorney General.
Minister responsible for women's issue.
Minister responsible for women's issues.
Thank you, Speaker. And as the Attorney General mentioned, domestic violence is a very serious problem in Ontario, and the PAR program is a component of our coordinated response to domestic violence, Speaker. And I take this issue very seriously as the Ontario Minister responsible for women's issues, and I want to highlight, Speaker, a number of initiatives that this government has implemented since 2004 to raise the awareness of domestic violence and strengthen supports for the victims. And most recently, Speaker, as we all know, we adopted a permanent roundtable on sexual violence and assault and harassment, and we have all sectors of domestic violence and sexual violence at that table, helping to guide the Sexual Violence Action Plan. Speaker, we've also had a number of other specific initiatives related to domestic violence around public education, training for frontline professionals, an employment training program for abused women and at-risk women, and a language interpreter program service.
Thank you. The